Hi, Gemini. I forgot what sign I was doing for a second. I was already shuffling your cards. So let's see what we got in store for you guys. I already did the lovers. Oh, so you guys came out in your own reading. Come on, lovers. Come on, Jimmy. Ooh. Now this could be for some... I was just about to say, this could be for somebody that's dealing with somebody. Lord. Jeez, what is going on with the people? You could definitely be dealing with an air sign. I feel like all these readings are the same. It's so crazy. A lot of lack of direction, a lot of chaos and just confusion going on right now. I feel like you were dealing with someone, right, that you had a really genuine connection with, that you felt like was your lover, and maybe you were generous to them. You found a balance with them with the King of Cups. You made sound decisions. I feel like from your head and not so your heart. You know, there was a balance between that. But I also feel like you were someone that, you know, with this person, you were able to balance your emotions for them. You know, you seem to be the type of person also that you balance your emotions with anybody really, but you really did it for this person. You know, you used your, you had used your intuition, but I also felt like there was a lot of like emotional maturity and stability. You didn't have like a lot of like arguments, but I do feel like there was times where you were having to use your patience and inner strength and having the courage not to go off on this person, because I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, maybe this person wasn't sharing, maybe they just weren't knowledgeable, maybe you saw that they weren't who they truly were, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they were just lacking direction in their life, and once things started to happen, you were just like, oh my God, like I can't deal with this. I don't know how to deal with someone. And I feel like you're trying to find the strength to move on, you know, from this. You're not allowing this to affect you anymore. You're forgiving them. And not only that, but I just feel like you just found it to be like confusing with how, from what they were showing you and what they were telling you. You know, and you're just trying to find peace with from the chaos, because I feel like you're just kind of done. You don't want to fight anymore. You're really just over the BS. Right, Taurus? Ooh, not even Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, most definitely, for me saying that. I think because I just did Taurus, but I definitely feel like that definitely could have been somebody else. But I feel like with the situation, it's definitely... because I am on Gemini. But I definitely feel like you were a very generous person to them. And you start to see that what they were saying wasn't, you know. And now that you're using more, you're allowing this to have like a breakthrough, like you're having a breakthrough from the situation. And you're moving forward, you know. Gemini, you are clearly here. You could definitely been dealing with the waters, another water or air sign like yourself, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, because I feel like you're just moving on. You know, I feel like there was just a lot of dishonesty from this person. Maybe they were just irresponsible with your feelings. This could have been a Libra, Gemini. But I definitely see that you're just moving on from situations that no longer serve you. But especially just because I do feel like this person and is dealing with the lovers. It just feels like there's just a lack of support, just a lot of conflict between you two, and just dishonesty. And even though you may have known this person for a very long time, I just feel like still, regardless of whatever the situation is, it still doesn't allow them, just because you've known them for a very long time or it feels familiar, doesn't mean that you have to deal with them. You know? For sure. And I feel like it was just a lot of like just lack of support. Like, you know, when people will allow you to do things on your own just because you got it and just because you're generous, they're like, oh well, shoot, they got it, you know. Let the Gemini do it on their own because they got it. So what if I got it? Be supportive. So you're just manifesting right now. I feel like, you know, you're manifesting things that you want in your life, you know. And I feel like sometimes it could be a little bit overwhelming for you, but I feel like you're still willing to put the time out, because I feel like it's just, you're very disappointed in this situation right now, even though this was in reverse before, but now it's upright with the 5 of Cups. I still feel like there's love out there at the end of the day for you. And I just feel like right now you're just feeling like, when will the sun shine again? Like, when am I going to be happy again? And I feel like you will be. I feel like you're manifesting happiness in your life. And just, I feel like you're so like wrapped around what isn't working that you have to figure out what will, you know, start manifesting things that are more positive, Gemini. Because I really felt like, in a sense, like you were kind of like codependent with this person, with the Queen of Cups. Like, you're somebody that, you know, maybe they, since they weren't treating you right and giving to you, maybe you felt a little insecure about that. Or maybe the way that they spoke to you, perhaps it made you feel very insecure and dependent on them. Yeah. So now I feel like what you're trying to do is find some freedom from them. A new way of looking at things. But again, there's still a lot of jealousy and envy going on. And I feel like that could be from both sides, to be honest with you. Because you have the Queen and the King. And when that happens a lot, it really, when you have jealousy in your relationship and envy and no support, at that point, the relationship just goes downhill. I don't see it getting better at all at that point. Like, seriously. How does this person feel about Gemini? They feel like you're a fantasy, and they feel like there's no direction, really. They're in need right now, and they're having a hardship, and maybe they just assumed. But the thing about it is that, how can you assume? Like, if you need help, ask for it, you know. But you know, sometimes when you're in a relationship with people, they automatically feel like, well, you should just know. I don't know. So if you don't let me know, how am I supposed to know? Like, and I feel like sometimes that's when it comes into having those talks with the person that you're supposed to be with, and then they'll understand more, right? And then it'll be like, oh, okay, well, you know, this is a situation, or, you know, I'm gonna talk to this person, I'm gonna tell this person, whatever the case may be, and at least they'll know like where I'm coming from or how I feel. But it's like, okay, yeah, do they know really? Do they care? You know, and I think that's when you have to really talk about what it is that you really need from that person, you know. And if you need that, they should be able to help you with the situation, not put you in a more difficult situation than what you're in before. You know, just listening isn't going to help. But be honest about it is what I say. Yeah. You feel like it's just a lack of energy, lack of desire to really want this, is what you feel like. And I feel like you're starting to become bored, which is why you're trying to walk away from the situation. Yeah, it's just a lot of frustration. And it's so crazy because a lot of these cards are coming out for the same reading. Not the same reading, but it's just like, it's almost the same reading for every sign that I've had. It's a lot of lack of direction, a lot of lack of energy, a lot of just lack of effort, you know. And that's what happens when you no longer have the effort to really put it into yourself. And I feel like sometimes people are at that time in their life where they're really, all they have is enough energy to go to work. Whether they're working out in the morning, they have enough energy to do that. They have enough energy to focus on the morning routine that they have. They go to work, They have to associate and communicate with people, you know, whether they're in customer service, so they have to do that too. They have to talk to people on a regular day basis. And not only that, sometimes it may be more than what they're used to. So they got to talk even more and entertain. Then when they finally get a chance to talk to you, it's like, oh God, I'm tired. All they want to do is go home, watch a good show, take a shower, maybe eat something if they choose to, and hit the bed. So it really could just be that, you know, and sometimes not only that, but it could be that they're just so used to a routine, you know. What this is saying is, as far as, because I see how you feel about it, so what I asked was what you should do. And right now it just says to just use your intuition. And this could be a woman that I'm speaking to, because it also says that use your feminine healing. You know, but just don't overindulge, you know, in things is what I say. Be real with yourself, you know, when it comes to certain things. I say the things that are, work on your healing, work on things that you can control in this time. I say things that are familiar, remove the familiarity. Cannot say this word. Okay, and just restore the healing that you have, you know, just restore it, because you are truly like a healing machine for others. You really are. But sometimes we need a little bit of healing ourselves, so save some of that healing for yourself. Okay, you know, teach yourself to stop being disloyal to yourself and betraying yourself. You know, you have to be loyal to you, because sometimes we teach people how to treat us, and they look at that and they see, oh well, she's willing to take care of herself, knowing that, or he's willing to take care of himself, knowing that. They know that you're looking for a partner that kind of goes both hand in hand. Not saying that if you're a man that you need all the support, or saying the same thing for a woman, but the thing is that it's just nice to offer, you know. Yeah. Because if you don't have this conversation and you don't state facts, and not state facts, but if you don't state what it is that you're wanting, there's going to be a lot of misfortune and chaos and problems still, and blockages that you had prior to. And there's going to be somebody in here that's disloyal. You're going to feel rejected and betrayed because you didn't state what it was that you wanted from the beginning. And when we don't do that, we give room for people to treat us however way they want to treat us. And that may not be what you wanted, you know, but we have to speak up and say what it is that we want at the end of the day, right? We got to say it, because if we don't say it and we don't let those people know, like, hey, this is not what we're willing to accept, they'll think we'll accept anything, right, Gemini? I hope that message was clear for you, and if it resonates with you, again, this is going to be for the first half of March. Hopefully it does get better for you in this situation. If you liked my reading, please give me a thumbs up. If it did not resonate with you, definitely leave it for another Gemini. Check your other signs, as far as your moon, your rising, and your sun sign, because some signs they relate to you a little bit more, especially your moon sign. Well, especially your moon, because your moon is more like how you accept emotions. My moon sign is Aquarius, so I definitely see that. And my rising is Scorpio, and my sun sign, ascendant sign, is actually Virgo. So definitely check out those other readings and see how it relates to you during the month of March. Just because we are in a gosh, what is that word? We are in a I forgot what it's called, but you know what we're in, right? Retrograde. So things are going to be all over the place. There's certain days. I think there's like something happening tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a lot happening this month. So things are going to be all over the place. People emotions are going to be all over the place. So just give them some grace in March, because things are a little hectic for people. But yeah, if you like this reading, definitely give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the love and the love and the support. you know. If you want a reading, definitely hit my email up. And if you want to be a part of my community, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to notify yourself when I have posted a new video. Thank you again. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe out there and have a wonderful week. We'll talk soon. Bye, Gemini.